Hey guys, if you suffer from lower back pain, this might be the reason why. It's a condition called lower cross syndrome. And what happens, and I'm going to turn to the side here, what happens is your hip flexors are tight. A lot of us sit in front of a computer all day long, and that shortens or tightens up our hip flexors, which then makes our glutes or buttocks muscles weak or inhibited, weakens our abs, and actually makes our lower back muscles tight. So if you look at how I pointed at myself, these are weak, these are weak. So that's one part of the lower cross. These are tight and these are tight, which is the other part. So it's like X marks the spot. And if you notice where that's at, that's your lower back. So today I'm going to kind of go over some exercises to loosen up your hip flexors and to wake up or strengthen your glute muscles or your buttocks. So the first exercise I'm going to show you is a floor exercise. And this is to actually relax your hamstrings and relax your hip flexors and to wake your buttocks or your booty up, okay? So if you have yourself a yoga mat here, that's nice because it keeps you from sliding around. And then basically it's a very simple exercise. It's something we used to call dead bug, where you basically bring your hips up like so in a bridge, and then you would do this with your legs back and forth from side to side. So that's what we used to do, but now what we do is we basically straighten your leg out like so. Don't forget to breathe. And what I'm trying to do is on my left side here, not my right side, on my left side, I'm trying to engage my buttocks or my glute by holding my hip up and keeping my leg straight. Okay? And you can do that for about 15 to 20 seconds and then switch legs. Same deal. Engaging this, relaxing this. If you're not engaging this, what will happen is you'll get a Charlie horse in your hamstring. That's never a good sign. That means you're using muscles that you should not be using to do this movement here. Okay, so the next exercise here is a kettlebell swing. What this does is actually strengthens your glutes and wakes them up. And there's a way to do it, and I've seen all kinds of ways of doing it, and there's many wrong ways of doing it. I want to show you the proper way of doing this. So first you grab a kettlebell. It doesn't have to be a very heavy kettlebell. I have a 20-pound kettlebell here. That's probably max on what I would want you to start out on. 10, 15 is fine, whatever you have at home. The key is to get the motion right. So you start by grabbing the kettlebell like so, and you kind of take a wide stance. And I'm going to turn to the side a bit here. But basically like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to hip hinge forward and explode up by contracting these muscles here. I've seen people do this. That's not right. That's all shoulders. I've seen people go way back like that and extend their back. That's going to pinch your lower back. It's basically just like so. So if I stop moving my hips, this thing stops. That keeps you from using your shoulders, okay? And I would do about 3 sets of 15 of those about every other day, and your booty should get a little sore. That means you're using the right muscle. And that'll help strengthen that, which will protect your back. Another stretch you can do is called the COBRA stretch. It's one of my favorite stretches. I'm actually going to go down on my stomach, and I'm going to show you how to do it properly, because a lot of times people will arch their back up and lift their pelvis off the ground. You actually want to keep your pelvis flat up against the ground. And there's different variations of it, which I'll show you with your arms, depending on how flexible you are or if you have any discomfort in your lower back. But I sometimes will just lay on my stomach for a couple minutes doing this stretch. It feels really good. So basically you start down on your hands or flat on your stomach like so. If you're able to do this, fine. Then you can kind of slide up to your elbows like so. And this would be like the first position of a nice COBRA stretch. I'm feeling it in my lower back. It's great for resetting the discs. It's actually stretching my abs and my hip flexors a little bit right now. The next level is you bring it up like so. So I'm almost all the way up. And I'm not like one of these guys that can kind of do all the way, because you see my pelvis is kind of off the ground. But there are some females that tend to be a little more flexible than I am. They're able to do that. So that's about as good as I can do. And this is a nice stretch. It really is stretching my abs and my hip flexors out, and it feels really good on my lower back. But I wouldn't go over a couple minutes with this, because after that, then your muscles might tighten up in your lower back, telling you, hey, you've done this too long. Now, I've just shown you 3 exercises to help you with your lower back pain, but I have over 23 years of experience of helping many, many people with lower back pain. So come and see us. I'd love to help you out.